よければチャンネル登録もよろしくでごわす。
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jamie James, King of Games, and it has been a while, but I want to say hi, everybody. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I have been catching up, and I have been looking at a lot of things, and today I want to come on just briefly to talk about the new Mortal Kombat movie and a specific theory that I have surrounding the character Cole Young. Now, I know a lot of people have been having theories that they think he may be Scorpion and all these other things based on the trailer, but honestly, I think it's a little more simpler than that. And after doing a lot of research and much digging, I'm actually thinking that maybe Cole Young is actually a character that is based in Mortal Kombat lore that we've just missed throughout time. And when I really started to look at Mortal Kombat, because as a writer myself and as someone who loves like the lore aspect of video games, I'm thinking that maybe Cole Young could have been a previous partner of Sonya Blade. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the very beginning of the story, Sonya Blade and Kano actually were allies who became vicious enemies because Kano ended up betraying Sonya. They thought he was helping them, find the Black Dragon when really he was the leader of the Black Dragon, and a lot of their guys got killed because of him, and she always held a grudge because of it. So, what's very interesting is that in this movie, you see Kano as an ally. So this is going all the way back to the very, 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 very beginning of the Mortal Kombat lore. And if you look even deeper, you'll see that this has been hinted at quite a few times in the story. Take a look as we recap all the way back to MK9. Take a look.
That on your Barbie, shrimp.
Thanks.
No problem. Who is that guy anyway?
His name's Kano. He was an informant in our Black Dragon investigation. Big-time arms dealers. Turns out he was their leader, giving us the runaround. A lot of our guys got killed because of him.
So that's not a costume? You're actual military?
Special forces.
Get out. So you know about this threat to the world stuff, right? Raiden called in the cavalry.
So as you can see, Sonya already mentioned her connection to Kano. So I'm wondering that if Cole has been there since the very, very beginning, that maybe he could have been the person who partnered up with Sonya. And even though he may not have been special forces exactly, they still were friends at some point in the movie to work together, and they were Earthrealm warriors together. And we don't exactly know what happens to Cole. So, and it's not unheard of for people to die in the Mortal Kombat universe. Also, if you really take a look at what he's wearing in the movie trailer, he's wearing a black shirt and blue jeans. Now, that doesn't seem like a very big deal, but if you look at the actual movie scene in the original movie where Sonya gets ready to fight Kano, there is a couple of people that are wearing that same exact outfit. I'm going to repeat it a couple of times and you can see it, and then I'm going to play the scene for you. Take a look.
Sonya Blade. I have something for you, my dear.
I don't want anything from you.
On the contrary, I have something you want very much. You can thank me later.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me? Ooh, now look at this. This little baby brings back memories now, doesn't it?
What, you used it to knife your mother in the back?
Nah. It put a big smile on your partner, though. Ear. To ear. Give it up, baby. I've studied all your moves.
So as you can see, the whole backstory has been explained again in the movie, that Sonya was close with the guy and Kano killed him, but we never know who that guy actually was. Also, a lot of people are upset that Johnny Cage isn't in the movie, and I completely understand that. But also, even in the Scorpion's Revenge movie and in all the movies, Johnny Cage was kind of like a newcomer where everybody else kind of understood how Mortal Kombat worked, which also implies that, you know, Sonya and Liu Kang and Raiden, they all kind of had this thing where they well, maybe not Raiden, but they all had this thing where they knew each other and they knew of Mortal Kombat. And then Johnny Cage kind of came along a little later on, and everybody kind of has to explain it to him, and he didn't believe it. And that's been evident in literally almost every iteration of it. So if there's a relationship with Kano ahead of time and Sonya had a partner who was killed and Johnny Cage comes in later on, then maybe they're trying to expand on who this person could have been by kind of retconning him to be Cole Young, even though if we look close enough, this guy could have potentially been mentioned. I'm not saying that's who it is, but I'm saying it makes a lot of sense when you put all the pieces together. And maybe it's just me, but I think that it's strongly implied that whoever this guy was, Sonya was close to him, and Sonya is not close to a lot of people. And so when we see that screenshot of them walking all together, there's 4 of them. And so I don't know, even though I understand he's a character to show us how Mortal Kombat works, you never know why Sonya was already jaded and this, that, and the other. And just take a look at the Scorpion's Revenge movie, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Liu Kang, of the White Lotus Society.
Johnny Cage of the superstar variety, but you probably knew that. And you are?
Not interested.
Oh, you will be. They always are. So, are you guys in this thing too?
Yes, I have trained many years for this moment.
Oh yeah? Listen, I love acting classes and all, but they're really kind of a time suck. You know what I mean? No? Anyway, my agent said this would really put me back on the map, kind of a back-end deal type thing. Should be fun.
We are approaching the Veil.
Who's that? Let me guess. He's kind of like our, Merlin?
That is Lord Raiden, protector of Earthrealm.
Boom. Nailed it. Wait, Earthrealm? Did you guys get a script already or something? Look, I'd love a copy. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I am pretty good at improv, so, Lord Raiden, right? Good to meet you. So tell me more about this Veil.
The space between realms, to prevent Outworld from merging with Earthrealm.
Prevented by what?
Always the soldier, evaluating risks. What guards the Veil is of less consequence than why it does so. If Shao Kahn wins this tournament, Earth as you know it will cease to exist.
Not to fear, Lord Raiden. I, Johnny Cage, will make sure that Earthrealm, so dumb, will be safe from harm. You have my word on it.
And there you have it. So what do you think? Based on everything that I said, I honestly think that Cole Young is a character that is basically being put in the lore to have always existed. We just didn't know who he was. And then he probably gets killed, and then here comes Johnny Cage, you know, to replace him as one of Earthrealm's warriors. But I mean, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's going to be something so deep as he's actually Johnny Cage or he's like secretly Scorpion. I really don't think it's that deep. I do think he's created to kind of give new characters this idea, well, not new characters, but new people and new viewers the idea of what the Mortal Kombat tournament means for those who did not grow up in my era, where we get to watch the movies and really understand from the very beginning. And I think he's a character that exists because he meets both Jax and Sonya, and so they all are walking together with Kano, and the only time Kano and Sonya have ever been on the same side has been at the very, very, very beginning, before Kano shows his true colors. And we all saw in the trailer where Kano kind of betrays them, and we know that he's going to betray them, but we never really saw the people get killed from that. We just always knew that it got killed. We knew Sonya had a partner, but we never knew who that ended up being and why. So I'm thinking that maybe if we just look in plain plain sight. I feel like everybody's looking very deep, but I'm just looking at what's in front of me and what I've seen throughout the years. But tell me, what do you think? Do you think that he could possibly be Sonya's partner that was killed by Kano after being betrayed, and that's what kind of gave her this kind of over gritty, you know, kind of not wanting to get close to anybody type of thing? Or do you think that he could be secretly Scorpion or secretly Johnny Cage or whatever? Let me know. Like, subscribe, and help me grow my YouTube channel. I'm just a brand new YouTuber out here trying to make it in these YouTube streets. Thanks, and remember, keep on gaming. Peace.
Stream is over. Stream is over!